Did you know that the guy who invented dynamite also created the Nobel Prizes? That's right, folks.
This is more violent than the hip-hop awards.
Even Oppenheimer would agree.
Alfred Nobel invented dynamite.
Alfred Nobel's story will blow your mind. And no, this isn't a The Simpsons joke, though it totally could have been.
Where's my Nobel Prize?
Let's dig into this story, Minecraft style. Seriously, what would that game even be without dynamite? Picture this, a combo of Tony Stark and the demo man from Team Fortress 2. That was Alfred Nobel, a genius, a little eccentric, and obsessed with leaving his mark on the world. Though, spoiler alert, that mark initially looked a lot like craters. Born in 1833 in Sweden, Alfred grew up surrounded by science and invention. His dad was an inventor, so Alfred spent his childhood amidst crazy ideas and lab experiments. Now here's where things get explosive. Nobel was obsessed with taming a super dangerous material called nitroglycerin. This liquid was so unstable that even a slight mishandling could go, well, one day, Alfred figured out that mixing it with a special powder called Kieselguhr made it more stable. And in 1867, dynamite was born. What did Nobel do? Patent it and make millions. Millionaire level, he could have booked himself a trip to space on a SpaceX rocket. But here's the catch. While dynamite revolutionized construction and mining, it also had devastating uses in war. Big yikes. Like any good real-life drama, here's the dark twist. Nobel started being called the Merchant of Death. The media didn't care about the bridges and tunnels his invention made possible. They focused solely on its destructive potential. Imagine Nobel Prize ceremonies with AC/DC's TNT playing in the background instead of classical music.
'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. TNT.
That's the kind of branding crisis Alfred faced, and it hit him hard. Now this is where things get juicy. In 1888, one of Alfred's brothers passed away, but a newspaper mistakenly published an obituary for Alfred instead. The headline? "The Merchant of Death is dead. Ouch." He decided to change his legacy and do something good for humanity. So in 1895, Nobel wrote his will. He left almost all his fortune to create prizes celebrating the greatest achievements in physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. Essentially, he invented the world's most prestigious awards because, like in Civilization 6, he wanted to secure his cultural victory. On December 10th, 1901, 5 years after Nobel's death, the first Nobel Prize ceremony was held. It was a grand event honoring scientists, doctors, writers, and even a French politician who had fought for peace.
We won the Nobel Prize!
And guess what? It all happened in Stockholm, a city that remains the epicenter of this prestigious tradition. Nowadays, the Nobel Prizes are like the Oscars for science and peace. But here's the thing, not everything's perfect. Ever wonder why there's no Nobel Prize for mathematics? Rumor has it Alfred had some romantic drama with a mathematician. But hey, that's more gossip than fact. If this story piqued your interest, spoiler, it should. You've got to check out Alfred Nobel, a biography by Kenny Fant. Think of it as the DLC of Nobel's life, packed with juicy details and fascinating anecdotes. It's perfect for understanding how he went from explosive inventor to philanthropic legend. What's the moral here? You can make mistakes, even explosive ones, but you can always turn things around for the better. Alfred Nobel did, and his legacy still inspires millions today. And that's a wrap on this explosive dive into the life of Alfred Nobel. If you enjoyed this historical blast, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.